My name is Vernon Galloway, and I have sickle cell anemia, and this is my story. I was born and raised in the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. St. Vincent is located south of St. Lucia, north of Grenada, and west of Barbados. I'm the last of 5 children. I have 2 older brothers and 2 older sisters. I am not sure, not that I know of, because we never really talked about this issue in my immediate family. But I have a niece in Calgary who is in her early 20s and being suffering with the same symptoms I've had as a kid. I got my diagnosis of sickle cell in 1987 when I took my medical exams to become a civil servant in the Caribbean. Then I found out what my conditions was and put a name to all the feelings I've been getting as a kid, all the symptoms I've had as a kid. When I diagnosed 87, that put a name to the condition that I knew I had. Yeah, this is what I got from the doctor when I did my medical exam back in the Caribbean to become a civil servant. It was by Dr. Ambrose, and she actually called me to her office right after and sort of explained to me. She drew out things on the back of the form here, like the shape of the red blood cell when it's fully informed, and the shape of the sickle cell how it looks like a half of a moon when it's in the sickle shape, kind of a thing. And sort of went through the symptoms with me, all the conditions and certain things I will have or how I feel and stuff like that. It was hard because I couldn't do everything my friends was doing, like being out in the streets playing all the time, because I was always sick. If I do too much, exert myself too much, I'd be throwing up or I'd have a headache. So I couldn't do a whole lot of things like that. So it sort of restricted me in doing certain things, yes, and going to certain places. I was always being at home. Growing up with sickle cell was hard to manage. It was a very uncomfortable situation, very uncomfortable way of growing up, because I was always feeling sick. I've always had headaches. I was always throwing up. There was always tummy pain. Always uncomfortable. Always, weak to get out of the house and stuff like that. So it was very, very uncomfortable way of growing up as a kid. It was. Well, over the years, knowing how my body functions, I've learned to control certain things. I know when I'm getting a headache and it's not necessarily a regular headache. I call it my sickle cell attack headaches, kind of a thing. I know when they're coming on and when I'm feeling nauseous, just sort of take control of the condition and calm down, settle down, not to do too much to exhaust myself and stuff like that. I don't take a lot of painkillers to cool the headaches and nausea. So just stay calm, maybe in a dark room or something to get rid of the headaches, and just relax until it passes. It can last for a day, it can last for 3-4 days, it all depends. So for me now, it doesn't last as long as it used to as a kid, because I've learned to manage it in a way. It may not be as severe as it used to be growing up, because like I said, I've learned over the years to control the situation and how to manage the condition and to minimize the effect it has on my body and how I function. When I moved to Vancouver in '94, it wasn't hard finding a doctor, but it was almost like a teaching partnered with my doctor in Vancouver. He didn't have anybody with the condition at the time as well, so it was more learning for both of us in a way. It wasn't hard, but it was just an interesting experience because I sort of taught him a lot of things. I sort of let him know how I control my condition, how I handle certain circumstances and certain things around the condition and stuff like that. Some of the issues I've faced as an adult with my sickle cell condition is having my friends know exactly what my condition is and how it affects my condition, how it affects my being with them, kind of a thing. Because when you have a sickle cell attack, like I call it, you can't really go out and do too much. You have to stay put because you're in pain, your tummy aches, you just nauseous, you're throwing up, you have terrible headaches, you can't function out. So I guess it's just having your friends knowing exactly what's happening to you, and you can't be with them at this time, to be patient. To be aware of yourself, aware of the condition, know what symptoms you have, what triggers certain symptoms, and how to control it, how to manage it. We all have something that affects us. Now you've heard my story. What's yours?